Hello, today we'll be talking about 2001 A Space Odyssey and how this film, as far as editing goes, is super important to the film industry and how revolutionary it was. Um, Reasons being is because we see that there's not much dialogue within the whole movie, and with it being a long movie, I think it's about 30 minutes of dialogue if I'm correct. But we'll primarily be talking about how film editing makes up for that dialogue, how cinematic language really develops the speech, and the composition is the context, and and how it all comes together in ways to really create a story. So let's start with what the roles of the editor is. Um, Manages spatial relationships between shots. What that really means is that it's allowed to basically making sure that um, everything fits. It's all about cuts and matches. It's about making sure that how am I going to develop the story in the best possible way, or convey the story in a sense. Um, Also, the temporal time relationship between shots, um, how fast each shot needs to be, can really determine um, the certain context. In an action movie, you really want fast shots. You want it kind of, in a sense, to be blurry, especially like if looking at The Dark Knight, how it was, the shots were so fast that it kind of kept you on edge. It kind of kept you in focus, or it either lost you. But with 2001: A Space Odyssey, we see that these shots are very, very long and just very focused, and with that comes a different type of film. We see that it's all about the image. It's about it's almost, it really kind of focuses in on the awe factor. We see these big shots of space and the actual outer space, and we see just all these different technologies on board the spaceships and whatnot, and how it really gives us time to think and to really take it in, and that's what I love about what Kubrick was doing there. Also, the overall rhythm and pace of a film sequence. I believe that with this, it has a longer rhythm and pace, obviously, as we talked about in the time relationship between shots. So it gives it in a sense, a slower feel to the actual movie. We can also see the content curve determines shot duration. So at curve peak, the audience is ready to move on. It gives just it's fast when it needs to be, and then it's slow when it should be. It's like when you get to that climax, when you get to, for instance, Hal, just basically being Hal in the movie, and how they're trying to take back control from Hal in a sense. The shots become faster, and but throughout the development of the story, we see the slower shots. I believe this is more of a continuity editing type process, where the editor was able to achieve logic and smoothness within each sequence, also allowing spatial awareness and time flow to really tell the story in the best way possible. We see that there's not many cuts because of the actual time between shots, which is in my opinion very, very nice. I love that. But overall, the editing is really, really key to developing the plot and developing even backstories, as we see in the Dawn of Time, Dawn of Man, Dawn of Man scene. So with all that, This is a phenomenal movie, and editing is really what made this movie. Again, it was edited by Ray Lovejoy, who did a phenomenal job in working with Stanley Kubrick and developing this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie.